The spine mediates emotion. It's the mediator of the stress response, and it's the mediator of the sense of self. If you want to make change, you might have pain to make it. But if you want to make progress, you have to change your identity. Progress requires change in identity. That's what's happened in Sherman, all different schools. And in schools, when the new generation comes down, they say, we're keeping the vision of the original impulse, but we're changing our identity to prove what we're going to produce, not what we're not going to produce. We want to draw a bigger circle. I don't want to make a narrow thing for people to come in my office that, oh, only if you agree with my theology and my church will I adjust you. What's the matter? You can't tell people, you don't want to have people telling you you're full of shit? I want people telling me I'm full of shit if I'm full of shit. I learn more from when I can't get it right, when I can do it right. It's time that reorganizational healing concept is based upon outcome assessment and said, we have the philosophy, we have this thing, are we producing? You want to be a leader in the world, you have to show you can produce the goods you're speaking about. And it's time that the chiropractic colleges, again, are places of literally higher education and higher thought. That if you want to have a new concept in chiropractic, a new technique, and new research, even if they don't do it there, they're in cooperation with people in neurophysiology, neuroanatomy, sociology, anthropologists, and every other discipline is saying, what is your solution to global change? What's your solution to the economy? What's your solution to the environment? What's your solution to society? What's your solution to environment, other areas? Well, there are 5 gifts of the spine. We address it this way, and we have outcomes to show it. We're researching there, and in every situation that deals with human interactions, those spines have to be different, and we're the come to us with the spine situations. But we have homework to do, people. We have homework to be at that level. Behavior. Behavior means you're able to make functional choice and change. The spine has to change for you to make conscious choices with a frontal lobe of your cortex. And now a person turns from a patient to a practice member. Early 1980s, I coined the term practice member. Because I felt a patient is somebody who comes to be fixed. And they want you to fix them. They want you to fix them, and that's it. And I said a practice member, I had a contest. And had all these things, Sublex X, Sublex C's, all these things. And I picked practice member. At the time American Express was coming out, you're a member. And I realized they're a member of a practice because the practice is a culture of people, of a way of life who respect the innate principles. And they're a member. And my job is to cooperate with them, not to control them, but to help walk alongside with them. Next. And the last one is consciousness. Consciousness is the ability to observe. Consciousness is the ability to observe. Consciousness, I think, higher consciousness, spirituality, I think really is just caring and sharing. There's so many people who say, I'm so conscious, and I'm trying to save the dolphins, the whales, and save everyone in the world, and that's really great. But you know, you're nasty and angry while you're doing it. If you're nasty and angry while you're doing it, then you do better make love, go to the beach, make love, have more joy in your life, because joy spreads joy in the world. Anger spreads anger. And whatever you're trying to push down or fight against, you can have more of. If you keep fighting against other chiropractors and other professions, you know what? You wasted your time and your life rather than creating something new. There is no competition with the top. When you succeed, there is not an excuse and there's a story. You only need stories when you're not succeeding. Here you set a vision so high, create something new. You need consciousness for that. And the reality is a spine that flows a certain way, that moves a certain way, allows another level of consciousness. Opiate receptors. Opiate receptors. Mammals are the only species that have opiate receptors. Why do drugs people take to change their consciousness work? Because innate already has opiate receptors for the spine. Why? So that you experience an epiphany moment with the sunrise, a sunset, something that adds energy and organizational strategy to your body are supposed to be reinforced. When energy and organization drops down, you break down, it's supposed to hurt. And when something adds life, it's supposed to feel good. When it adds life, more life, even better. When you're adding value to other people, you're supposed to be stoned out of your face. And I like the chiropractic adjustments to get you stoned on life. So this is it. 5 gifts of the spine. If you realize chiropractic has these 5 gifts, you don't need to go anyplace else. It's one-stop shopping. But now you take a look and say, how do my methods actually produce that? What outcomes do I have? Ask different questions with people and let people know that if they want to improve function, they want a greater range of adaptability to emotions, if they want to help a more pliable sense of self, if they want to be able to make more conscious behavioral choices, or they want to elevate consciousness, it starts in your office with your adjustment. That's a different world. Then there's no more conversation about the other stuff, or there is by people who want to do something different, because they don't realize that it's all about the organizing intelligences and energy. This universal intelligence in all matter continually gives to it its properties and actions thus maintain in existence. That's the basis of it. And this universal intelligence within us we call innate. The force outside is destructive, it breaks things down. The force inside builds up. The kingest thing is this. It builds up with use, with stress and pressure, not with comfort. Comfort is the enemy of healing. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Good is the enemy of your great. Chiropractic was formed not to produce comfort, but to help people reach a new innate level. Innate and educated, connected as one. And second, it was not meant for us to be as chiropractors comfortable, because when you're comfortable, nothing changes. And it's not to make people comfortable. It's to get them stretched. So forces of instability in their life, change in their life, can help guide them. Well, life will change at the right time. Life will force you to either organize up or organize down. You provide the energy and intelligence so it can make that decision. Thank you and God bless.